Welcome back. Churches United has been helping the homeless in our area since 1987. They do a ton of good for our community, and right now they need our help. So joining us now, we've got Sue Kosterman, the CEO of Churches United. And Sue, welcome to the show. It's great to have you with us. If you can, I know there's so many people being impacted right now with this COVID-19 situation. What kind of need are you seeing with your organization?
Well, as always, the thing that we need most is financial support so that we can pay our staff and make sure that our guests have the supports and services that they need. We've been very fortunate with donations from the community of cloth face masks. That was a real pressing need about a week or so ago, but we have enough now to cover all of the faces at our various locations. And between shelter guests, tenants at Bright Sky, and staff members, that's about 300 faces that need covering every day, and we need to have a couple of those. So we're very grateful for those masks for everyone. We have a pressing need for food right now for the Dorothy Day Food Pantry. We need items there like canned tuna and canned chicken, boxed potatoes, oatmeal, cereal that's low in sugar. So there's a need for food at the Dorothy Day Food Pantry. We're seeing an increased need for food support in the community as a result of this COVID pandemic and the number of people who are hopefully temporarily out of work.
Yeah, how about need for housing? We talked with Melissa Soblik the other day with the Great Plains Food Bank. She said, Chris, we've seen an increase of 30 to 50% on the need with our organization. Are you getting a lot more phone calls from people, just looking for a place to stay?
Not yet, but we anticipate that will come down the road. There's a 60-day moratorium on evictions in Minnesota. There's also a moratorium on evictions in North Dakota. But when that clock runs out, we're very concerned that there'll be an increased demand for shelter. Also, it's important, I think, for folks to realize that on any given night in Fargo, Moorhead, West Fargo, prior to this pandemic, there were about 1,075 people who were homeless in the community on any given night, and there are a total of less than 500 shelter beds across the community. We always run a waiting list for shelter beds in excess of 200 people. It's usually around 250 people that are on the list waiting for shelter beds. And so there's a pressing need, and we would anticipate that as the ripples from this pandemic go out through the economy, that we'll see a greater demand for services as well.
So I think we sort of assume that a lot of people know, Churches United and your mission, but you've mentioned the pantry and homeless. So give people kind of a bigger picture of what you all do.
Sure. So Churches United is 5 locations, and we provide safe shelter, stable housing, and nutritious food, and a path to healing for our neighbors in the community who are in need. So the sites for shelter are the Micah's Mission Shelter and Community Center on First Avenue North in Moorhead. That's the location previously just named Churches United for the Homeless. We provide emergency shelter for men, women, and families at Micah's Mission, as well as meals to people in the community. And even now, while the community center is shut down, we're distributing sack lunches at Micah's Mission for those folks who would normally come to eat in the community center. We also operate the Dorothy Day House in Moorhead, which is a small shelter, men's only, 16 beds. We have the Bright Sky Apartments in Moorhead, which provide 43 units of permanent supportive housing for individuals and for families. About 150 people live at Bright Sky. And then we also operate the Dorothy Day Food Pantries. The Dorothy Day Food Pantry in Moorhead is located on Main Avenue. And then we also support the Dorothy Day West Food Pantry, which distributes out of Holy Cross Catholic Church in West Fargo.
So in other words, you got a lot going on. There's a lot of need out there right now. I got about 60 seconds left. So share with us what we can do to step up and help your organization and the people of our community.
Well, so first of all, I am a pastor in addition to the CEO. So we covet people's prayers all the time. I believe that prayer works, and we certainly do need it. We need financial support. We need canned and non-perishable food for the food pantry in Moorhead. We are really encouraging people to think about nutritionally dense items to donate there. And we also just need ongoing financial support. People can be assured that we will apply those funds to where they're most needed. and we really appreciate the support of the community.
Sue, thank you for all you do for our community. I know you do an outstanding job there, so we appreciate it. Our prayers are with you, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a good day.
You too. All right, stay with us. Coming up next, our good friends over at 702 Communications are going to join us talk about experiencing the world without leaving your big, beautiful couch. Stay with us.